Good morning everyone. Today we are going to talk about one of the most interesting and sometimes confusing aspects of English, the relationship between spelling and pronunciation. Now, in many languages, what you see is what you say. For example, in Malayalam or Hindi, letters usually match the sounds, but in English, things are a little tricky. Why? Because there is no one-to-one relationship between letters and sounds. Let me explain. We have only 26 letters in the English alphabet, but in the received pronunciation of English, the standard accent used in England, we have about 44 sounds. That means we need to use combinations of letters to represent certain sounds, and sometimes the same letters can represent completely different sounds. Take the letter group OUGH. It's a troublemaker in English. Look at these words. First one is bow. Next, boat. Then cuff. Then door. Then hiccup. Then rough. Then thorough. Thorough. Cut. Then thorough. Then through. Did you notice the same four letters OUGH are pronounced in at least 8 different ways? That's English for you. Now, let me tell you a funny story. George Bernard Shaw, a famous playwright, once joked about this problem. He said he invented a new way to spell the word fish. He spelled it as GHOTI. Can you guess how? GH as in enough, and O as in women, and TI as in nation. So the word formed like fish. Imagine if English were really spelled like that. Cut. So fish. Imagine if English were really spelled like that. So, the takeaway is this. In English, spelling and pronunciation don't always match. You need to learn patterns, practice regularly, and most importantly, listen to native or standard pronunciation. That's the best way to master it. With this, now we are going to learn about something very important in English: phonetic transcription. Sometimes, when we see a word written in normal spelling, we don't know exactly how to pronounce it. For example, the word night is written with a K, but we don't pronounce that K. This is where phonetic transcription helps us. It shows us exact way to pronounce a word. What is phonetic transcription? Phonetic transcription is a special way of writing words so that they show how they are pronounced, not how they are spelled. To do this, we use a system called the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA. Just think of it as a secret code that tells us the real sound of a word. Next, there is a question. What is IPA? IPA stands for International Phonetic Alphabet. It's an alphabet created by linguists to represent all the sounds of the world's language. It is based on the Roman alphabet, like one we have in English. But because normal letters are not enough, IPA also uses some extra symbols. For example, the sounds like sh in ship and th in think. One thing that you have to keep in your mind is that phonetic symbols are always written inside a square bracket or slanting lines. So, now let's talk about phonology. What do you mean by phonology? Phonology is the study of the sound features used in a language to communicate meaning. In English, these features include phonemes, word stress, sentence stress, and intonation. Now, what is a phoneme? A phoneme is the smallest unit of sound in a language that can change the meaning of a word. We call it the minimal because it cannot be divided further, and we call it distinctive because it has the power to change meaning. For example, take the word pit and sit. They differ by only one sound, p, and the sound s. This difference changes the entire meaning of the word. Such pairs are called minimal pairs. Each phonemic symbol represents only one phoneme. This is different from letters of the alphabet, where one letter can stand for many sounds. By using phonemic symbols, we know the exact pronunciation of a word. This is where phonemic transcription comes in. For example, take the words pit and sit. They differ by only one sound, p and s. This difference changes the entire meaning of the word. Such pairs are called minimal pairs. Each phonemic symbol represents only one phoneme. This is different from letters to the alphabet, where one letter can stand for many sounds. By using phonemic symbols, we know the exact pronunciation of a word. This is where phonemic transcription comes in. Phonemic transcription is a way of writing down sounds. It does not show all the small details of pronunciation, but gives us the basic correct sounds of the word. Now, let's talk about the types of sound. When air flows out of our mouth without any obstruction, a vowel is produced. For example, the sound a in a car. But when the airflow is blocked or partially closed at some point in the mouth or throat, we get a consonant. For example, t in top. Then we have diphthongs. A diphthong is a sound made by gliding from one vowel to another in the same syllable. For instance, the sound I in time. That's why we also call diphthongs vowel glides. So, let's start with short vowels. There are 7 sounds in short vowels. The first one is E, as in sit and ship. It is a short, relaxed sound. For example, this fish is big. This fish is big. Then we have A, like in pen, bed. Your mouth slightly open, tongue in the middle position. Let's go for an example. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. The next sound is A, as in cat, hat. Here, the tongue will be in a low position and in front. Mouth will be wide open. For example, the cat sat on the mat. Then we have the sound A, as in cup, luck. Here, the tongue will be in the center, short and relaxed. For example, the sun is up. The sun is up. Then we have the sound O, as in hot, not. Our lips will be in a rounded position. The sound is short and open. For example, the dog is not hot. So, the next sound is oo. What? Oo, as in book, put. It's a short, rounded lips is used to produce this sound. For example, look at the book. Then we have the sound A, as in about, teacher. The most common sound. It's weak and unstressed. Example, I am a teacher. I am a teacher. Now, let's talk about long vowels. There are 5 sounds in long vowels. The first one is E, as in see, tree. It is the long version of the E sound. Your tongue will be in a forward position. For example, she can see 3 trees. She can see 3 trees. Next we have the sound A. A as in car, father. For example, the car is far. The car is far. Then we have the sound O. O as in door, more. Your lips will be in a rounded position and tongue will be in back. For example, close the door asks for more. Close the door asks for more. Then we have the sound oo as in blue, food. It is the long version of the sound oo. Your lips will be in a rounded position. For example, 2 blue shoes. 2 blue shoes. Next we have the sound oo as in blue, food. It's the long version of the sound oo. Your lips will be in a rounded position. For example, 2 blue shoes. 2 blue shoes. Then we have the sound as in bird, word. It's a long central vowel. Your tongues will be in a relaxed position. For example, the bird heard a word. The bird heard a word. Next we have the diphthongs. So, diphthong means 2 vowel sounds glide into one. There are 8 sounds in a diphthong. So, let's start. Let's start with A as in day, say. From A to E. Example, stay today. Stay today. Next one is I as in my, like. From A to E. Example, I like ice. I like ice. Then we have oi. Oi as in boy, toy. From O to E. The example is the boy has a toy. The boy has a toy. Then we have the sound ow. Ow as in now, house. From A to U. The example is now is the time. Then we have ew. Ew as in go, no. From A to U. The example is don't go slow. Don't go slow. Then we have the sound ear. What? Ear as in near, here. It glides from E to A. Example, he is near here. He is near here. Then we have the sound air. Air as in care, hair. It glides from A to A. Air. Example, take care of your hair. Take care of your hair. Then we have the sound ur. Ur as in tour, sure. Glide from U to A. Example, we went on a tour, I'm sure. Then we have the consonant sounds. There are 24 consonant sounds in English language. First, let's talk about plosive sounds. There are 6 sounds in plosives. It completely blocks the sound and then suddenly releases it. So, let's start with P. P as in pen, pet, cup. Pen, pet, cup. For example, the pen is on the paper. The pen is on the paper. Then we have the sound B. B. Bat, big, cab. So let's go for an example. The big bat is black. The big bat is black. Then we have the sound T. T as in top, 10 and cat. Let's go for an example. The top is on the table. The top is on the table. Then we have the sound D. D as in dog, did, red. The dog did run fast. The dog did run fast. Then we have the sound K. K as in cat, king, back. The sound is K as in cat, king and back. The cat is on the king's chair. There is an example. The cat is on the king's chair. The next sound is G as in go, good and bag. The good girl has a bag. The good girl has a bag. Next we have fricatives. There are 9 fricatives in English. It happens when air passes through a narrow opening in the mouth, causing a friction. Let's start with the sound F. F as in fish, find, coffee. As in fish, find, coffee. So let's go for an example. The fish is in the pond. The fish is in the pond. Then we have the sound V. V as in voice, van and give. Okay, there is an example. The van will give you a ride. The van will give you a ride. Then we have the sound Th as in think, both, bath. Think, both, bath. The sound is Th. There is a sentence, think before you speak. Think before you speak. Then we have the sound the as in this, that, father. So there is a sentence, this is my father's hat. This is my father's hat. Then we have the sound S. S as in sea, sun, city. Sea, sun, city. So let's go for an example. The sun is hot in the city. The sun is hot in the city. Then we have the sound Z. Z as in zoo, zero, busy. The sentence is, the zoo has a zebra. The zoo has a zebra. Then we have the sound sh. Sh as in she, ship, fish. She, ship, fish. She has a big ship. She has a big ship. Then we have the sound j. J as in measure, pleasure, television. Measure, pleasure, television. So there is an example. I get pleasure from television. I get pleasure from television. Then we have the sound h. H as in hat, home, happy. Hat, home, happy. Let's go for an example. He has a happy home. He has a happy home. Now we have affricate. There are 2 sounds in affricate. Affricates are consonant sound, just starts like a complete closure, but it ends like a fricative. So let's start. The first sound is ch, ch, as in chess, chair and watch. Chess, chair and watch. And let's go for the example. The child sat on the chair. The child sat on the chair. Then we have the sound j, j, as in jam, judge, large. The judge ate jam. The judge ate jam. Then we have the nasals or the nasal sounds. Here the air flows through our nose. The air flows through our nose. The first sound in nasal is m, m, as in man, come, time. Man, come, time. Let's go for the example. The man came on time. The man came on time. The next sound is n, n, as in no, net, 10. No, net, 10. So the sentence is 10 men are in the net. 10 men are in the net. Then we have the sound ng, ng, as in sing, song, king. The example is the king can sing a song. The king can sing a song. Next we have approximants. Approximants are the sounds where the articulators come together but not enough to cause a friction. So let's start each sounds. The first sound is l, l, as in leg, look, small. As in leg, look, small. So let's go for an example. Look at the small leg. Look at the small leg. Then we have the sound r, r, as in red, run, around. The sentence is the red car will run fast. Then we have the sound y, y, as in yes, yellow, young. Yes, the young boy is in yellow. Then we have the sound v, v, as in we, wet, window. So let's go for the example. We look out of the wet window. We look out of the wet window. Today we have explored the 44 sounds of English using the International Phonetic Alphabet. We learned how each sound is represented with a special symbol and how these symbols helps us understand exact pronunciation of words. We saw that there are 20 vowel sounds which are short vowels, long vowels and diphthongs. We also covered the 24 consonant sounds with words and sentence example. The IPA makes English pronunciation clear, standard and easy to learn, no matter where we come from. By practicing these 44 sounds, we can speak more accurately, improve our accent and understand spoken English better. So remember, sounds are the foundation of language. Correct pronunciation builds confidence in speaking. Practicing daily with IPA will improve your spoken English step by step. So, thank you for listening to me patiently.